Hi folks, with Tacitus today, your pushback channel, and thank you for joining this audio live stream. In this essay, I'd like to talk about the implications for censorship and media control and messaging and narrative control around the upcoming presidential election in the United States this year. Now we're only 8 months away from the election, so the stakes are huge for the globalists. They have to win this election. To win the election, they have to neutralise and emasculate and silence all opposing voices, and even all those that may question them or even mildly disagree with them. There is one message and one narrative, and you must comply. And anyone who doesn't is a damn fascist, misinformation, disinformation, Nazi, if not Hitler personally. So let's just have a look at that. And I've come across a few personal experiences. I already think the censorship is quite high. I mean, the globalists control all the mass media, all the legacy media, and they're forever trying to silence and deplatform anyone that disagrees with them. They're obsessed with the total narrative control, and that we must only have one viewpoint theirs to consume in the same way. And again, look, this is the same wherever you see ideological government, and that's what the globalists are imposing on us. Ideological government. It's certainly not democratic representative democracy. It's ideological government, and wherever you see ideological government, they insist on total narrative control, and that anyone that even listens to alternative point of view or maybe entertains the possibility of an alternative position is viewed as an enemy or potential enemy, but someone to be threatened, coerced, crushed, imprisoned, beaten up, or murdered. And that's definitely where we're heading in the West today. And you can sense the globalists, as with all ideological fanatics, you can sense the globalists' irritation and frustration of what they see is the great unwashed, just not going along with them. Don't they know what's best for them? We've got a degree in lesbian dance theory. That means we're qualified to decide what should happen in the world, not you. You damn white working class fucking peasant. So I've come across a few things personally. Now, I'm someone who should be pro-globalist, I guess, in the overall scheme of things. I'm a super well-travelled international business guy and multilingual and this and that and all the good things, college and whatever. And the fact that I'm not seems a little bit sort of out of character to what appears to be the typical globalist. Whenever I have lunch and barbecues and dinners and so on, I nearly always find I'm the only one that doesn't agree with globalization. I'm not as rich as those people. I don't have a $10 million waterfront property, but anyway, maybe that's a thing. But coming back to the thing on a business website, just give you an idea of the scale and how I think we're ramping up to an intense, as we head towards the presidential election in November, we're ramping up to an intense regime of narrative control. Now, and that's going to take two forms. One is we're going to get deluged with pro-globalist propaganda, and there's going to be heavy-handed emasculation and deplatforming, etc., censorship of anyone that disagrees with the globalist position and the globalist talking points. So just in line with that, there was someone made a posting. I suspect it was a bot, but made a posting on one of the business websites that I frequent. And I don't have a big footprint. I don't have big social media accounts, and I don't have my photograph anywhere. And I keep. I'm a private person naturally, but I don't have a big social media footprint. And I'll come back to that in a minute as well, because if you don't have a social media footprint, that you're out there supporting LGBTQ and climate change and whatever. If you don't have that, then you're a closet Nazi by inference, according to a lot of people out there, particularly college kids, because they live their lives very publicly on Facebook and all that sort of stuff. But there was a posting. A guy made a post which was pro-mass immigration on a business website, and it was talked about very ideologically, and that it was a huge boost to the economy. It's made everyone rich, and it's so fantastic. There's zero downside, and the more illiterate peasants you have, the better it is, and this sort of stuff. And it was all a bunch of nonsense. I mean, talk about fucking lies and propaganda. And I made a post in response that well, this is not the place for political propaganda. And by the way, you know, there are a lot of factual errors in your posting. Within 2 hours, I got a message from the this is a business website. I got a message from the website, what we call it, the moderators or whatever you call them, saying that if I posted another offensive post, that they would insist that my continued membership was conditional upon me producing government ID, and they didn't state exactly what was government ID to their satisfaction. So their position was, we can arbitrarily insist on the government, and I did a little bit of investigating on that they can insist on, say, a passport with my photograph on it, so passport number, address, details, photograph, the whole thing, everything about me that could lead to my identity theft and this sort of stuff, just to a website. So, well, you can't, we might let you on this website because we say you were offensive, or you said something that was offensive. We say that, and there's nothing offensive, by the way, at all. We say it's offensive. We just define it as offensive. That then automatically triggers the next level, which is you have to give us all this ID. And I was like, wow, holy fuck! And so it was a very clear threat. Now, just on a Google related website. Well, Google owned and controlled website. I made an observation about a drama club that had been taken over by a radical leftist cabal of non-heterosexual women, and it was not even on there for 10 seconds, and it was removed. So, well, you're being unkind to a marginalised group. If you do it again, you'll be off the website, and so on. So this issuing of threats. I did another one where I complained about. I mentioned that something wasn't suitable for a business website. Just that it wasn't suitable business content. It was a guy coming out again. I think it was a guy coming out saying that his daughter or son was coming out as trans. And wasn't that fantastic? Wasn't it wonderful, stunning and brave, and so on? And within seconds, this guy had thousands of likes. So it was all a choreographed piece of nonsense. But I put a thing in saying, look, this is not a suitable material for a business website. I mean, well done, and that's privately. Put this onto LGBTQ activist sites, but it's not suitable for a business website. And my comment was taken down. Again, nothing defamatory, it's very tame. My comment was taken down, and similarly, a threat was issued on that website. You better watch it, buddy, or you're out of here. So I think I can see already that the censorship regime and the one narrative only is allowed regime is already ramping up and gearing up, and I think it'll get a lot worse as we get closer to the election. You've been with Tacitus today, your Pushback channel. Thank you for listening.